Hello everybody, welcome to Street Eats at Home again, and today we're going to be cooking homemade burgers with a lot. We have brioche buns here, already pre-cut. Use a brioche or a hamburger bun, anything you have. We've got 4 eggs, since I'm making 4 burgers. We've got some oil and a bit of salt and pepper to taste for the burgers. Now, I've got these from Coles today. They're just plain hamburger patties. You can buy, have whatever you want. I've got some onion, some tomatoes sliced, some gherkins or pickles, and I've got some cos lettuce. You can use any lettuce you have or any cheese you have, but I've got these burger slices from Woolies, and they're kind of like the American ones. So we're going to use them today, and I've got some tomato sauce, some picklenaise, which is just pickle juice with a bit of diced pickles and mayonnaise. That's just for an extra tang. And I've got some Big Mac sauce, but this is a good old Aldi brand. We're going to start cooking. I'm going to use a little bit of oil in my electric fry pan. You can use any pan you want, doesn't have to be any specific. And I've got my patties here. Just let them fry. Okay. Just wash my hand a little bit. I'm just going to whack a little salt and pepper on these. Just this side. You can whack them on the other side before you put them in. But any flavour you can put in, the better. A little bit of salt and pepper, and we let them fry. It shouldn't take long. What you're looking for is to be cooked through. And they're not done yet. No, we need done. It's got to fry up. Once they've started to fry, and you flip them over, whack a piece of the burger cheese on, and it'll just, the residual heat will let it melt, and then they'll be ready. I'm just frying them up. It shouldn't take long. If you want to, you can add bacon, which I didn't have at the time, or you can add beetroot, which we do have, but we'll just make it easy. It's basically the basics that you might just have in the fridge. You've got onion, tomato, lettuce, and some pickles, an egg, you're laughing. So I'll just check them. They're not quite ready. Yes, they are. They're ready to turn. Give them a minute or two on that side. I need some colour, so you might have to just rotate it a bit more.
2,000 years later.
And they're just about done now. They're cooked. Yeah, they're cooked. I'm just going to whack a bit of burger cheese on and just let it melt over the burger. If you don't have one of these electric fry pans, you can use a normal fry pan or a griddle with the ridges in it, and you'll get a smoky taste from that. Melt down, give that a second. Now if you want, you don't want to use raw onion, you can actually put it in here after you move everything out, and you can saute them and make caramelized onion, if that's what you want to do. I haven't used the butter yet, only because if I use the butter now, I'm going to be cooking eggs in that, and I'll have to wipe it back out, but you'll get a burnt effect from the butter. So I'd say that's just where I want it. It's just creeping down. So I'm going to take them out. It's just where I want it. And then we're going to do the eggs. So I'll set that aside. Now I've got 4 eggs. You can use egg rings if you want. I've got them. But we're just going to go rogue on this because it's just what you have. If you don't have them, don't worry about it. Just put your eggs in. And 4. You can even put some jalapenos on them if you want. Now I'm going to season my eggs. A little bit of salt. And a little black pepper. Everything needs seasoning. Now what I want to do is just put a little bit of butter in this. Butter's eggs' best friend. Go around the pan. If you need a little more, use a little more. But if you're going to indulge in a hamburger, you may as well do it well. So I'm going to go a bit more. No one's on a diet on a weekend. That's for through the week. There's enough stress through the week with work. Weekends are your own thing. So I'm going to get a spoon. I'm just going to ladle the butter just over the eggs, because what we want is those egg yolks to be warmed through, but the egg white has to be cooked. The actual white here has to be cooked, because that's the dangerous part of an egg. That's not cooked. Well, there's a good hospital run for you. Just a little basting with butter. Butter makes everything better. I know it does. Oh, look at that. bits of bacon would go good in here.
Oh, bacon.
Oh, you can make your burgers as big or as small as you want. Just so that's ready. I think we're nearly there. As soon as these whites are done, the egg's ready. And the egg yolks will be just warmed through. If you're unsure about the egg yolk, just give it a touch. If not, taste again. Just warm it through. If you can see that. Good, I think you can all see that. There we go. You don't want to cook that yolk too much because what we want is a runny yolk when you press the burger down and you get all that running down your arm. I think we're there. I'm going to turn that off and they're going to sit there while I assemble.
10 seconds later.
Now these burgers, residual heat just melted down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a few pickles on them now. They get a little minute to heat up. I'm thinking 3. You can use whatever you want. There we go. So that looks ready for a burger, don't you think? So now what I'm going to do is get this plate. I'm going to assemble a burger to taste it. So I've got this one here, which I'm actually going to put back. I'm going to show you one because I've got a few to do, so you don't want to see all that. But just to toast the eggs, I'll move them over. So I'm just going to do one burger at the moment, but if you're going to do the 4, take the eggs out, just wanting them to just lightly toast. They'll be fine sitting there doing their thing. So want to get a little bit of toasty colour on them. Doesn't matter if they get a little crust. What you want is that yolk is still gooey, see? And sitting in the butter is its best friend. We just want a bit of a toasty effect. And we're getting there. And because I've got the butter in, it's brioche. You're going to get a double flavour bomb. Look at that there. We'll get that out there. We'll turn that down. And that's what we want. Just a bit of a toasty effect with that. So now I'll just turn that off. The eggs are sitting there. And now put a little bit of tomato sauce down the bottom. Just a little bit. And I think I might mix it up with a little pickle mayonnaise. Just a little bit. And on the top of the hat, I'm going to put my Big Mac sauce. Spread it around a little bit. Yeah, an extra butter, who cares? Just to spread them around. And now I'm going to lift out my burger. And then I'm going to put on, what do you think I should put on? How do you think this should look? Tomato, but just a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Everything needs seasoning. I'm going to put a bit of the onion on now. And then...
No, and then!
I'm going to put my egg on. Then I'll put the lettuce on. I'm going to grab one of these, and they're still gooey. Look at that. Just a couple of lettuce leaves. I just tear that. It'll pop under that anyway. You can put it on top of the lettuce. I think that's it. And there is your burger. Look at that. How yummy is that?
Really, the only word for it is...
So now, everyone's going to want a taste test. Oh, I can't wait for it. And you're going to want to see the pop. Let's do it. 1, 2... Did we get a pop? Oh, look at that. We got a pop. But that is, look at it. It's beautiful. As I said, you can put bacon, anything else in it. But that there is... So I'm actually going to just cut it in half. Just to show you. Look at that. Look at that. It's juicy. This is going to go good with some chips or a beer or something. But enough talking, I'm going to eat. Because that's what you're here to see. Oh, God. Yum! That is the best burger I've made in the world. But... I'm salivating. My mouth is greasy. And that's gooey. Look at it. Another bite. That's a burger. Bacon makes it, but if you don't have it, don't worry about it. You lick your lips with that. Want some chips on a game day? Come on. You make this for people. Who is going to turn up to your house? Don't be rude. Just cook for good food. If you like this and anything else you want me to make, like and subscribe and press the notification bell and comment and tell me if you want me to make some more game food. I will. And I'll eat it for you and I'll show you what you're missing. Because look at that. You've just eaten with streets at home. I'm cutting out. Till the next one.